This year's RuneScape Easter event is not in fact a walking simulator, no, it's actually worth getting excited for. Let's get into the details, so whenever you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. RuneScape's 2024 Easter event is launching quite soon as it's coming to the live game on March the 18th and will remain in the game until the 8th of April. To get started, head over to this area near the smithing area of burrow, you know, the spot where you can usually preview Yak Track cosmetics. The brand new Easter area or hub itself is called the Blooming Burrow and can be entered by clicking on this burrow right here, but also through teleports such as the one in the spellbook or even a brand new lodestone. Yep, you heard that right, very much like the Christmas event, this is going to be the new hub for Easter events, which will be expanded upon in the future. The Easter event this year has its very own quest called Great Expectations. Yes, those Jagex puns aren't going away anytime soon. In this quest, you'll be assisting the Easter Bunny, who hasn't been around for years, mind you, in modernizing chocolate egg production by finding new interesting recipes around Gielinor. Completing the quest will give you cooking XP, a recolorable bunny outfit, 2,000 spring tokens which you can use for all the rewards, emotes from the previous Easter events if you haven't unlocked them already, and access to the group activity called the Factory Line. Now I'll be getting into that activity in just a second, but I want to cover the event's solo activities first. Now the mods did confirm, and this is a question I get every single year with every single event, whether that's a creator event or some kind of seasonal event, yes, you're able to get skilling pets by training at this event. The first solo activity is hunting chocolate bunnies in the active chocolate burrow. These chocolate bunnies can be handed in at Fizzy for both spring tokens and experience, and you'll also visually fill up the pens with chocolate bunnies. The next soloable activity are the chocolate rocks. I'm going to be honest, I really like the idea of just mining a chocolate rock for mining experience, in which you gain chips and nuggets which you can chuck into the mine for extra tokens and mining experience. And the third activity, and you'll be noticing a trend here, is that they're kind of related to creating chocolate eggs, is creating the foliage for the eggs by using the smithing skill. This requires you to actively smelt the bars, then flatten them on an anvil, which is the AFK-able part, and then deposit them into the foil storage. The fourth activity is working the chocolate crafting machine itself, and this is more of a group activity, although you can easily solo it as well. Essentially what you do is you work one of the three stations. If you're working the mixing station, you gain herbal experience and tokens. If you're working the molding station, you gain cooking experience and tokens. Or the foiling station, you'll be gaining crafting experience and tokens. Now this is a group activity in the sense that if player capacity isn't distributed evenly, you'll be gaining less tokens and possibly experience than if you were spreading your efforts evenly. At least that's the impression I get from the live stream. It's not exactly clear what happens, but I'm fairly certain you're getting more tokens if it is evenly distributed across the world. Stewie, Gooey, and Chewy will also mention what kind of chocolate you need to be making, and if you focus on that type of chocolate, I'm assuming you're going to get more experience and tokens, and that changes every like 20 seconds, similar to how the Halloween event worked. I mean, if you're paying attention, you're probably going to get more tokens and experience than someone who's AFKing and being a solo player at a group activity, if you will. Are you seeing the detail in this factory? The mods have cooked here, man. Woo! It looks really good. Now, I mentioned spring tokens being the currency for this event, and you can use these tokens to gain a multitude of rewards, both new and legacy rewards. Personally, I don't own all the legacy Easter rewards, as I've missed a lot of the old Easter events back in the day. So I'm actually really excited to get my hands on some of these older Easter rewards. Rest assured, I'm going to be doing this event until I've unlocked every single one of them. Now there's another activity with another reward shop, and this activity is called the Golden Egg Hunt. Every single day you'll be able to do something called the Blooming Burrow Egg Hunt, which consists of you finding 12 eggs for a hard clue score reward casket. Basically what this is something similar to the sandy clues from the beach event. Or in other words, these are the only types of clues I'm ever going to be doing in the game. After doing this activity once, you'll unlock the Gielinor Egg Hunt, which is something similar where you can find up to 12 clues per week, which will give you egg points each, and you can do these in any order you like. So basically you have 12 things to find around Gielinor, every single week, and these are available throughout the event, so that if you, for example, join RuneScape or come back to the RuneScape in week 2, you can do all the clues for week 1 and week 2. So it doesn't matter if you miss out, you're able to catch up. Or if you start in week 3, you'll be able to find all 12 clues from weeks 1, 2, and 3. It's worth noting that free-to-play players only have access to 8 clues from the Guild Hunt every single week.
And the egg hunt, is that open to free-to-play players as well?
Yes, so free-to-play players will have 8 clues available to them in the Guild Hunt. But members will just have an extra 4 clues.
Okay.
But yes, free-to-play can unlock everything.
Amazing.
From the store.
Before we get into the reward store, there's another variation of the Golden Egg Hunt, and that's called the Community Egg Hunt, which will launch on the first 2 Sundays, starting from the event starts, at 8 PM game time. To clarify, this is on the 24th of March and the 31st of March. In this event, you'll need to find 5 golden eggs or clues, and the 5th one actually requires a group of players to solve it together, although after the clue has been solved by a group of players in that particular world, players that are by themselves and log into a world where it has been completed are able to finish the clue by themselves. So if you can't be online during that period of time, don't worry, and you'll still be able to get that clue done. Now, doing the Golden Egg Hunt activities gives you egg points, and these can be used in the Egg Hunter's Horde reward shop. In this shop, there's a couple of really cool cosmetics, including the Floral Loot Beam, which looks just wow, and the Flower Sprout, which is definitely one of the best rewards, and I don't even like flowers, but it's like a trail of flowers that follows you around as an aura effect when you walk, and if you stand still, the flowers bloom as well, and it's one of the more unique looking effects in the game, and I think a lot of players are going to want to have this. Like, you're not going to want to miss out on this. Let's just say that the rewards, including the ones I haven't mentioned, like the Spring Picnic outfit or the recolorable titles like the egg and chocolate, are well worth getting. This event looks fantastic. The rewards are juicy, like there's a lot of rewards. It doesn't feel like there's just 1 or 2 things you want to get. There's a lot of things you can get, including the legacy cosmetics if you haven't gotten those already. If you do end up getting every single reward, fear not, as they've actually listened to feedback from the Christmas event, last Christmas event that is, and they've included a reward that you can keep buying called the Gummy Surprise Egg, which will give you 2 tiny protein packs and 2 of the following rewards, which you can see on screen now. Also, while skilling in the area, you have a random chance of getting the Bunny Ear Skilling Pet Override, and this time you can pick for which pet you unlock the override after getting a token as a drop. So all in all, I think we have ourselves yet another fantastic event, and Jagex really cooked here, and they know what they're doing. My faith in Jagex releasing some properly good seasonal events has been fully restored. Looking forward to trying this one out. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it interesting. If you did, leave a like down below and maybe even consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.